Hey guys, as Latter-day Saints, we believe the Book of Mormon is a translation of an ancient text. And among other evidences, that claim is supported by the variety of ancient literary techniques that have been preserved through the translation process. In this episode, we're going to look at yet another one of these ancient linguistic breadcrumbs, this time having to do with possessive pronouns. And if grammatical terms freak you out, don't worry, they freak me out too, but all will be explained with a little help from Kevin from The Office. Stay tuned. All right, so a pronoun is the word you say when you don't want to keep using nouns over and over again. So instead of saying, Kevin makes great chili, you can say, he makes great chili. A possessive pronoun is just a pronoun that expresses ownership. So instead of saying, Kevin's chili spilled all over the carpet, you can say, his chili spilled all over the carpet. In English, when we have a possessive pronoun followed by a list of nouns, we often just use the possessive pronoun once. But biblical Hebrew is different. As scholar John Twetness noted, in Hebrew, possessive pronouns are ordinarily attached as suffixes to the noun. Therefore, one cannot say his house and family and friends, etc., but rather one is obliged to say his house and his family and his friends. For example, Kevin's chili got on his hands, pants, shirt, tie, and jacket. If our sentence about Kevin had been translated from Hebrew, in English it might look like Kevin's chili got on his hands, his pants, his shirt, his tie, and his jacket. Now, let's say goodbye to Kevin and look at some examples of this pronoun pattern in the Bible. Joshua 2:13 says, "Ye will save alive my father and my mother and my brethren and my sisters." Exodus 10:9 says, "We will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds." Interestingly, this ancient literary form also shows up in the Book of Mormon. For example, Hosea 4:6 mentions the goodness of God and his matchless power and his wisdom and his patience and his long-suffering. Alma 17:7 says, "And took their swords and their bows and their arrows and their slings." 3 Nephi 32 repeats the possessive pronoun your a whopping 12 times. Now, normally when someone is translating Hebrew, they're going to move the possessive pronouns to the front of the nouns, as we've seen, because that looks and sounds better grammatically. However, as John Twetness noted, such constructions in Hebrew could properly, though not grammatically as far as English is concerned, be translated as noun of him. So instead of his chili, you could leave the possessive pronoun on the other side and say, the chili of him. And interestingly, Twetness found several examples of this structure in the Book of Mormon as well. For example, we might expect 2 Nephi 9:25 to read, "They are delivered by his power." But instead it reads, "They are delivered by the power of him." We might expect Jacob 4:8 to read, "How unsearchable are the depths of his mysteries." But instead it reads, "How unsearchable are the depths of the mysteries of him." The presence of these pronoun forms in the Book of Mormon is consistent with the claim that the book is of ancient origin. That said, it certainly does not prove that the Book of Mormon is ancient. Ultimately, you get to analyze the evidence and make a choice. Some might believe that these aspects of the text just appear by chance or happenstance. Others might believe that a fraudulent Joseph Smith somehow purposefully laced the Book of Mormon with this stuff to make the book look more authentic. Still others might believe that these textual markers are there because the book actually is a translation of an authentic ancient document connected to the Hebrew literary tradition. I'm not going to tell you which option to choose. That's between you and God. If you're interested in more surprising insights regarding the Book of Mormon, I highly suggest you check out this episode, and have a great day.